You.
Everything is well.
We're
Everything is well.
live too.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. ARP was good, man. How's everything, man?
Chilling, man. Let me get my little joints going.
No problem.
You know
No
what I'm
problem.
saying? I have my little active background. Everything good, baby. How you?
Everything is well, man. Everything is well. Good to see you again, man.
Likewise, homie. You know how it go. Likewise.
Yo, hey, man. This was a crazy year, man. 2018 was one of the craziest years in battle rap. Like, we was just talking about it. We like, yo, ARP had some of the biggest moments, period, in battle rap. Like, this year in 2018, just with some of the moves you made and some of the moves you're continuing to make. It's like you doing shit that motherfuckers didn't think, could happen right now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. I mean, 2018 is definitely, I think, gonna go down as one of the biggest and the best years in the culture. A lot of stuff. I'm just glad that RBE played a part in it. You know, we had the return of Murder Mook after 4 years. You had the return of Jae Millz. You had King Los coming back. People forget Pearly Gates 2 was an all-judge card. That's the one that had Pat Stay versus Aye Verb on it. I mean, just keeping the brand moving and working hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's all brick by brick. You know how we do.
Nah, real talk, man. ARP, yo.
Background.
Right now, I know you're having fun, man. Just seeing everything happening in the culture, and you started it off early with the Young Ill and Ill Will battle. You know what I'm saying? What was that like? You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you had that in the deck, or was that something you just put together?
Nah, that wasn't really something that just, call Young Ill and lock this in. We've been talking to Young Ill for a few cards now. There was even a quick attempt to get him on the Rare Breeds card and maybe the card before. At one time, we was talking about his return versus a smaller opponent, maybe like a one-rounder. That didn't pan out. When Rare Breeds was possibly on pace to be Midwest versus East Coast, that didn't pan out. And then the Rare Breeds card theme changed a little bit to a different style of a card. But we never forgot, that we wanted to bring Young Ill back. So when we started putting this card right here together, it was just that same thought, that same idea, like, yo, we still didn't get Young Ill back. He still hasn't returned back to the game. Get that man a call. So we got on the line, we chopped it up, and it's wild too. Shout out to him, because I see a lot of people, give mixed opinions about people that have been away and then they come back and they take killers. For example, like Jae Millz versus K-Shine. And now, Young Ill coming back and jumping right in the ring with a killer, Ill Will. He had no reservations. That man, his confidence is still on 10. He's just like, yo, let's go, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first announcement. And it was great seeing the big reception for Young Ill, because do your homework if you're a new battle rap fan. He deserves it. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do February 16th. But we all know what Ill Will does, so could be a classic. We're going to see.
Right there, Young Ill, man, how is it like, working with him? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been bringing a lot of people to the RBE stage. A lot of them are debuting and making their first entrance. How is, like, that whole transition of bringing these new guys and things like that?
Easy. And it's easy for people that are good businessmen and about their shit. Battle rap is a business. You know what I'm saying? You hang around this game long enough, you will develop rapport and maybe some friendships here and there. But at the end of the day, business is in front of any type of relationships that you might have built. I obviously haven't had a relationship with Young Ill, so right now it's all business. Like, I know him and respect him. He knows RBE and respects RBE. We come to the table with good business, and everything moves forward. So when you're about your business, and you're a good businessman, like, that's what matters the most. And I like to remind the fans about how important that piece is, because, I could have somebody in battle rap that can claim to be like a good friend to RBE, but at the end of the day, I said this on your platform before when we was in Staten Island interviewing with Cortez, with me and Cortez. I said, we were talking about the Rosenberg Raw situation. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw, by the way. You know, one thing that I said on your cameras, I said, yeah, it's all cool, and some of us is friends, and we help each other outside of battle rap, and we try to do small favors for each other. But at the end of the day, when we book these battles, RBE has to have everybody's deposit, and we got to have everybody's money on the back end. You know, I can't get to that venue and be like, oh, my bad, you know, but since you my man, nah, rent due, mortgage due, people got kids, bills, and all that shit. So I like to keep reminding people how much the business is important, and we've always been about good business. You've heard the battlers say that over the years. You've heard other league owners say that over the years. People know our reputation for good business, and that's what was key for Urban Entertainment and Young Ill. You know what I'm saying? So right now we have a good business situation, and I'd like to see us create, you know, good energy on February 16th and come back with another classic with him. So shout out to Young Ill. I might have said Ill. I'm talking about Young Ill. But shout out to Young Ill, because that process was the way it's supposed to be. Good business, straightforward. Let's get it done.
Yo, ARP, what's good?
Yo, what's good, homie? Wait. So now you coming outside again?
I'm always here. Usually I don't speak. But did you have any reservations with booking him after all the past issues Young Ill had?
Nah, and that's because if I got hung up, or if RBE got hung up on those type of reservations, then that battle would never be booked in the first place. Like it just wouldn't go down, and then the game wouldn't get to hopefully experience Young Ill returning to battle rap. You know, let's keep it real. People could have asked, they were asking us the same thing about Clean Paper versus Gyms.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes battlers have reputations, or they have situations that happen. I think it's on the battlers that may have had any type of situations that happened, or reputations that they may have developed, to either live up to those reputations or to downplay those reputations. And that's what comes with good business. You know what I'm saying? On February 16th, if Young Ill is in that building making the whole crowd go crazy, nobody's gonna, you know, still be asking about, oh, this and that. You know, they're gonna say, you know what? At the end of the day, there was no personal, no bullshit, nothing between RBE and Young Ill. They got on the phone as men, as businessmen. They put something together, and the fans got something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wins. That's what I always say about what's so beautiful in battle rap when everybody's on their job, is everybody could win. The fans, the media, the bloggers, everybody gets views, everybody gets paid. You know, everybody could win. So, nah, we didn't have any reservations with Young Ill, and not to mention that every conversation I have with him has been stand up. It's not, he don't come across like, you know, like he's bullshitting or like he's full of shit. You know, everything's been stand up. His trailer footage was sent the day after we signed the contracts, like, and he even had more time. Like, it's real speedy process with him. You know, always checking in. You know, we text each other a lot. Hey, when we announce it, when we doing this, I'm gonna get back on my social media, start promoting, I'm gonna do this. You might hit me up, yo, such and such, hit me for an interview. Just keep me up to date with like all the random stuff that's happening before and after we announce them. And people that aren't excited to get back in the ring and handle their business don't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Young Ill is very, very, you know, close to this process. And that says a lot about him as a businessman. So shout out to Young Ill.
You didn't have any reservations. Did he have any reservations coming back to the culture and coming back to battle rap?
Nah, and I think that's one of the reasons why he took Ill Will. I think somebody in Young Ill's shoes, if he had reservations, we would have been politicking a bunch of opponents. We would have been bouncing the business back and forth for like a week or two.
True.
You know, we put it together in like 3 to 4 days. You know, the first day, just about everything that was needed, like the main pieces of the situation, was agreed upon. You know what I'm saying? And contracts go back and forth, a little negotiation here and there. And then by like day 3 or day 4, it was locked in. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty fast process.
Okay.
You know, I'm pretty sure next time around, it'll take us 1 day because now we know each other a little bit. You know what I mean? So not even 1 day, like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I didn't feel any reservations on Young Ill's side. That man was about his business. And even past that, he seems extremely excited to get back in the ring. So we're going to see February 16th what they're going to do, those two guys.
Nah, real talk, man. Real talk. Yeah, ARP, man. And, you know, you followed up, you know what I'm saying? You dropped the Ill Will, you know what I'm saying? Calicoe battle. You know what I'm saying? In the parking lot, a whole different type of feel, a whole, you know what I mean? Even though it wasn't planned, but it happened.
Can we talk about on site, or am I taking you off track?
Nah, nothing's off track. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? We here live with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We rocking, and everybody tuned in. They ready to hear what you gotta talk about, eh?
Appreciate it, man. And salute to everybody that tunes in. Shout out to all the supporters, all the subscribers, the entire battle rap community. Yeah, that's what happens to be playing behind me right now. The now classic Calicoe and Ill Will full release with all the edited camera angles is out now. Couldn't wait to drop this. It's been edited and ready to go for like 2 weeks, if not more, man. It's been like, even for me as a fan, like, fuck, you know, everything is timing. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on within RBE. I could not wait to get this footage out. And now it's out. You know, people are seeing that, you know, what they heard from the people that saw it on the stream. Like, yeah, it's a classic battle. I'm already getting that feedback. And it just dropped this morning. But, you know, we've been bubbling talk of the on-site series. And I definitely want to make sure that I speak to that a little bit, because so far the only promo or people hearing about that outside of like a few bloggers that might have hit me behind the scenes to get clarity or whatever was just on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So let me be the first to really break it down, how this came about and what it means within RBE. So as we know now, Calicoe and Ill Will did not go down in the building at Liquor Soul 5. Unfortunate timing situation. You know what happens. You know, we all took it on the chin. Everybody, you know, was responsible about it. And then, you know, we got to the street and we handled our business. You know what I'm saying? Now, the people that started seeing it on the stream and on VOD, they started saying, like, all the feedback was like, this battle was not supposed to happen in drama. You know, like, it was a blessing in disguise. Or RBE, give us more battles just like that. If not that location, how about this location? Or try this or try that. You know, and we listened to that. We listened to all that feedback. You know, as a company, when you got that much positive feedback about something and your fan base and your supporters asking for something, you know, sometimes it's in your best interest to deliver that. And the reason why it's like double-sided beneficial for RBE is because now what's going to happen is you're going to get on-site battles almost every event that we do. So right now we are promoting Pearly Gates 3, but you keep seeing me on social media saying on-site because on-site is going to go down as well. So the on-site battles, the way that the on-site battles is going to turn out is starting off, they're going to be VOD only. So you're going to see us announce like 4 to 5 battles for Pearly Gates 3. They're going to be in Club Drum. You know what I'm saying? Get your tickets now. Get your stream now. Both are available from rarebreedent.com. And you're going to see your classic card for February 16th. Now, because the on-site battles are happening outside of Drum, and obviously we can't invite everybody that's got a ticket. We're not even going to try to sell tickets to on-site battles. You know, it's going to be maybe like a VIP invite exclusive only thing, or it could even be only the people that attend the press conference. We're still deciding on who we're going to let attend it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure that out for decide on that behind the scenes. But when Pearly Gates 3 goes down on February 16th, and y'all get to see those battles in the building, and y'all get to see those battles on the live stream, when the VOD goes up in a few hours, you will also get added to the VOD on-site battles. So not only are you going to get the Club Drum battles on your VOD, but you're also going to get an addition for the same price. We're going to add the on-site battles to the VOD for the fans as well. And even to give a little bit more detail to what the on-site battles are, the clearest cut, you know, definition would be battles outside of Drum. You know, that's the clearest definition that I could give. They're going to be battles outside of Drum. We're going to put certain battles on the Drum stage. And when we do the on-site battles and incorporate that into the whole roll-up of these events, it expands RBE's opportunities of how many battles and how many things we can do for the fans in that given event time. So instead of maybe you guys seeing 4 battles coming out of RBE that week, you might see 8 battles coming out of RBE that week. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're going to add it to the VOD. So, and they're all going to be promoted. You're going to know what battles are on site. We're going to explain everything. We're going to promote them. You're going to see your trailers. You're gonna see your announcements, just like every other battle. It's not like, any other series that might be like unannounced or anything like that. Totally announced and promoted battles that are gonna be separate from the drawn battles, but will be included on the VOD as an added bonus for the fans. So that's what the on-site is. To clarify for everybody that's been asking questions, what's this on-site thing y'all mentioning? That's what it is.
Well, what kind of battles are we gonna get though? Like, is it gonna be like, could we get like a on-site hollow in math type battle? I know that's Pearly Gates now, but I mean, just like, well, on that level, will we be able to get or is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it newer guys?
There's gonna be all levels on site. You might see a blood, sweat, and tears type of matchup on site. You might see some strong or solid up and comers on site. You might see some mid tiers, even though we don't even say tiers no more around here. Could be some mid tier matchups. It could be a huge matchup like Calicoe versus Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we create each card, we're going to tactically select, what matchups are going to be in drawn and what matchups are going to be on site for that weekend. And then by the time we get to the VOD, you guys will have everything. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I want to make clear is we are going to let the fans know going in as they're purchasing their streams, as they're purchasing their tickets, as we're making these announcements, what battles are on site. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think that you're going to show up to drawn and be like, oh, that battle that was promoted, it's not going down in the building. We're going to fully announce and promote which battles are on site and will not be on the drawn stage. We're not going to leave no room for people to be confused or nothing like that. So we got y'all. But as we continue to do them, you're going to see a mix of everything. So, we're going to tactically choose certain matchups that we say, you know what, we'd rather see that in the same place where Ill Will and Calicoe went down. Or you want to know what, that battle right there, we want to see that underneath the Brooklyn Bridge or some shit like that. That's what's going to happen as we create the on-site matchups.
Yo, with all of this too, so basically February 16th, we potentially can see an on-site battle. I mean,
there's already two locked in.
So you saying Math and Hollow could potentially be on site?
No, Math and Hollow will be going. Math, let's be clear, and that's why I said any battle that we announce leading into the Pearly Gates weekend, we're gonna say if it's on site. Let's make it clear. We haven't said that Math and Hollow or Young Ill Will is on site because they're going down in drawn.
Okay.
Math, Hollow the Don versus Math Hoffa is going down February 16th inside Club Drum. It's a Pearly Gates 3 battle, and that is the same for Young Ill versus Ill Will. It's going down inside Drum on February 16th. So if you got your tickets to see Pearly Gates 3, those two battles that have been announced so far, and you buy your tickets because you heard those announcements, you're going to see those. And that's another thing too. At the ticket site, it's going to list only the battles that are in Drum because you're purchasing a live battle ticket.
Okay.
So there's not going to be any confusion. When you go to our website and you click to buy a ticket, it's going to list the battles that you're going to see on February 16th if you're in Club Drum. So we got y'all.
Doing that, I mean, was there also like people that was mad that, Ill Will? Well, of course, there was people mad about Ill Will and Calicoe not going on that Drum, even though it turned out good and it created a whole different, energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the people, I guess, who felt like, yo, the ARP, you robbed me of that battle in the Drum. I wanted to see it that night, this, that, and the third. What do you say to them, I guess?
I say we appreciate everybody, hanging in there with us through the process because, RBE, I think, is one of the more tighter staffs with how we've run things over the years. We got 5 years in, and you've never seen us miss a battle like that. You know what I'm saying? It happens on every platform. It has happened, big battles, and I'm not trying to pull other people in or whatever. It's happened. We've seen battles not go down in venues, time runs out, and then sometimes they turn out to be classics, outside. How do you think we got Sue Surf versus Conceited? You know what I'm saying? How do you think we got Tay Rock versus Charlie Clips, the rematch? How do you think that we got now Calicoe versus Ill Will? These are huge battles that, didn't happen in the venues for whatever reason. And then the platforms worked hard to still make sure that they captured the footage and got it out to the fans, however they got them out to the fans at that time. Being that battle rap now is in an era where live pay-per-view and VOD is very, very relevant. It's very strong now. Almost every card has pay-per-view and VOD now. Being that when that finally happened to us and we missed the battle in the venue, we was able to put it on VOD, the same day, the same night. You know what I'm saying? It went up like maybe 8 hours later or something like that. So even another huge one, I could say the reverse. Like, I remember I was on the stream, when the first round, Arsenal versus Loaded Lux went out. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember that? Like Loaded Lux versus Arsenal is a huge battle. And then as soon as the rapping started, the stream went out. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that. And the platform worked hard to make sure that they got the VOD up right away. I was one of those patient fans that spent whatever that card cost. Shout out to you, Dub. Shout out to Arsenal, L Wisdom, Ray Swag, everybody over there. I was one of those fans that didn't complain. You go on my Twitter, go through my history. I didn't complain, nothing like that. Not saying that I wasn't upset at the moment because I'm a fan, but I patiently waited. I knew that something happened that wasn't planned. And that money I spent, I got it right there, at my same computer a few hours later when they uploaded the VOD. We just all got to go through these different situations and learn from them. Our situation wasn't like Arsenal and Loaded Lux where it was like a pay-per-view setup from what's been said publicly, a pay-per-view setup problem, of like a wire or something like that. Like whoever did that pay-per-view, from what I think was said publicly, was like that was the situation. Or it wasn't like somebody was, 5 hours late to the venue or whatever. It was a combination of timing, in the building in DOWNN for Liverpool 5. We had less time in the venue than we normally book, and we also had a bunch of lateness. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I did an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame about it, I said, we're going to share the responsibility because we could have booked more time and we're smart enough to do that, but we didn't. And on top of that, there was a bunch of, not just one person, like there was a lot of lateness that kept pushing back the event longer than it should have been. You know what I'm saying? So we all learned from that situation, like even for Pearly Gates 3, that's coming up February 16th. We got that venue booked to like late night, you know what I'm saying? And we still only gonna do like 4 or 5 main battles in the building and then the 1SKs. We're gonna have time to give back to DOWNN. They should fucking give us a refund for some of the hours we're gonna probably give back to them, to be honest. But that's what I have to say to those fans. And that same night, I've gotten tweets and comments on the channel where I see everybody saying thank you, man of his word, because we got in that email for everybody's emails that we had tracked on the Eventbrite, and we sent them all the private link and their private login and password to access Calicoe and Ill Will right on spot. You know what I'm saying? So, we followed up like we said we was. We got everybody their footage right away. So we did everything that we could. We didn't slack, and I appreciate people understanding that.
Real talk. I appreciate you putting that together, man. You can't make everybody happy at the end of the day, because you know what I'm saying.
Nobody's perfect. Definitely not in battle rap. Just, you know what I'm saying. Nobody's perfect. We have a very, very strong track record across our 5-year average of all the battles that we've delivered to the fans. When we started out, we was doing 8, 9 battle cards, all 3 rounders. You know what I'm saying? In DOWNN. You know what I mean? Like, we've done some big cards. I think we had a 10 battle book card before. We've done 2-day events. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that was Live for Soul 2 and Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Arsenal and Show Off on one main event, and probably, what was that? Was that the Chilla and Danny on the second day? You know what I'm saying? Like 2-day events, didn't skip a heartbeat. So we got a great track record. That one thing happened on Live for Soul 5. We're not trying to make no excuses from it. We learn from it, and we want to do everything to make sure that stuff like that never happens.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the battle's out now. People can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get tuned in, man. ARP, we heard the rumors, you know what I'm saying? I seen Angry Fan do the, blog and all that, and I was like, I had to reach out to see, what that was about, because I'm like, I never expected this battle to happen. I spoke to Mav, I spoke to Hollow. I never expected for this battle to really go down. and you actually, you know what I'm saying? To me, I'm like, nah, this ain't, you know what I mean? This can't be true, you know what I mean? But you actually got it to pop off.
Yeah. I saw that blog too. You know, I'm not absolutely, you know, a fan of that, you know, type situation. You know, but I do respect the game. You know, everybody does their job. League owners, battlers, media, bloggers. Yeah, I didn't expect to see any blogs for anybody that heard about Math and Hollow. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of people to a degree doing our announcement. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the game is the game. So
It's big.
It did start to bubble behind the scenes a lot. You know, RBE's never booked many main events that didn't stay underneath the covers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Murder Mook, you know, people was calling me about Murder Mook a month before his announcement. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, Jae Millz, same thing with main events back in the day.
Yeah, that's real. And I was hearing the murmurs, and I'm like, yo, is this dude really getting these dudes like that?
Yeah, and you know, we done built relationships with people over the years. You know, people calling me like, you know, niggas know I don't lie about shit. So niggas be like, yo, man, come on. I'm here in the room, and man, I'm coming to you, man. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop answering those phone calls. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's going down. Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold. It's going down, man. Hollow the Don versus Math Hoffa. Yes, confirmed. The third round is unlimited. I don't have in front of me right now what the first two rounds are. They're probably like 5 or 6 minutes or something like that. Like, these guys have time.
Okay.
Like the first and second round they're not like 3-minute rounds, like a standard regular battle. They're not. Like, it's probably like 5s, and then the last round, or 5s or 6s, and then the last round unlimited. You know, and Hollow doesn't complain about time limits really. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Math is on record even asking for 3 unlimited rounds. So I think these guys have more than enough time to whatever they need to say to the fans, to each other, to their fan bases. They got all the time in the world to construct it. So it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy.
How'd you get this shit to happen? I feel like this shit crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who'd you reach out to first, Math, Hollow? Like, what? How was you even able to have that conversation? Like, yo, Math.
And we appreciate that. We appreciate like the shock. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these matches, people. I mean, come on, like Murder Mook. Everybody heard it's gonna take $1 million, and like 4 years passed, and then all of a sudden we announced Murder Mook on our channel as if we dropped lying videos, and people still didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So we're used to, you know, that shock, and some people saying, "Yo, how? Don't get it," you know. And Hollow and Math. Let's be clear. Like I said before, business is in the front of everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how cool people are. Business is in front of everything in battle rap, as it should be. As it should be. We've seen friends argue over pay-per-view numbers. We've seen people get mad when they didn't get their money. We've seen friendships fall out when battles didn't happen that was scheduled and booked to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just listen to some of these battles. People are talking about some of these references. You know what I'm saying? Like, business comes before everything. And I do not want people to think that, you know, I'm going to say on Hollow's side, because everybody knows that Math was asking for the battle.
Exactly.
So I don't want people to think on Hollow's side, exactly. You know, we came to him and said, let us triple or quadruple, you know, your regular pay to do Math, a battle that you might not want to. It's business first. But with all credit to Hollow, it's not a bag grab. It's not a money situation.
That was a question.
It's not. And I could testify to that because people don't know. But I've been talking to Hollow for years about RBE matchups or battles. You know what I'm saying? We just never was able to make it happen. You'd be surprised how many people we've been talking to for years or months and nothing has worked out yet. You know, everybody keeps working, doing them in the meantime. You know, first time I ever negotiated with Hollow, some people that have good memories on the RBE channel knows that it was for Hollow versus Disaster before Hollow and Disaster battled in their one rounder on King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? And around that time, I think he was negotiating for his Tay-Rock battle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And if you know Hollow, anybody on the business side or behind the scenes, if you know Hollow, Hollow doesn't take multiple battles at the same time. He's even said this in his Untold Truth on Unbiased's channel. Yeah. He doesn't take multiple battles. Like if he's in the middle of negotiating for Tay-Rock and that's about to lock in, and I call him with a huge bag on the line, he's gonna turn it down. Hollow will walk away from money. It's not just about money with Hollow. I've learned this with him. This is why it's taken so long to get Hollow on, because the scheduling with him matters so much. So if you're talking about a guy that only battles once or twice a year, if he has anything else going on and you happen to talk to him after that, it's a wrap. Now just wait another 9 months to talk to him. That's how and I got so much respect for it. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why we reached out to Hollow about the math battle is because back, you know, these years or whatever, when I've been having these conversations with Hollow, you know, Hollow said behind the scenes multiple times that he would never battle Arsenal in a rematch, and he would never battle John the Don. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't bullshit coming from him. Like, he really, really felt that towards those battles. I'm going to take a guess, and Hollow can answer this part more than I can. I'm going to take a guess that as he's matured and evolved, he's looked at certain situations like, I just want to get past them. Whether it's we speak on the phone behind the scenes as men and piece things up, whether we shake hands and everybody go their own ways, whether we battle and we leave everything on stage for the fans and then we can shake hands, make money and walk away. I'm looking at his evolution, and it looks like the reason why, even though he's going back on those initial words, and he did take Arsenal for the rematch, he did take John, even though it's a battle he said he would never take. I think that's just him, his own growth. So when we seen him take those two battles, we called him for math. He said, hey, man, and that was in my head of why I thought that he took those battles. That I just thought that it's his own growth thing as a man. Like, you know what? I'm going to get past all these situations. Anything that's you know, bubbles or I hear about or whatever, or I don't have full closure on, I'm going to do it. And that's why we thought that maybe he would be interested in taking math. So when I spoke to him, that's one of the first things I reminded him of that we paid attention to when we got on the phone. It's like, man, you know, there's two battles that you said you would never do, and you just did them. You know, so let's start to talk about this math thing. You know, it's just conversation. We build on it, we chop it up, we figure it out, and then he accepted it. And then we got to the business, and we made the business work. Called Math. I had told Math at the on-site battle of Calicoe versus Ill Will, because Math was there. I told Math, I said, look, man, I'm working on something for you right now. You know, stay close. Keep your phone, keep your phone on, you know what I mean? Check for my call ID, you know. And he was like, yo, put me on. I'm like, nah. Like, I didn't want to speak too early, you know what I'm saying? Because I know me and Hollow was still talking. But I obviously know that there's like 3 battles, huge battles that Math would drop everything for that he really wants. It's Mook, it's Surf, and it's Hollow. You know, watching him over the years and listening to him, following his career. So I already knew that would be a huge opportunity for Math, and he would want that battle. So the hang-up wasn't going to be Math. You know, you don't have to talk Math into taking Hollow because he already wants it. So by the time, you know, Hollow accepted, I hit Math up, and I'm like, remember what I was telling you about? This is what I was talking about. You know, we got Hollow, and he's ready to go. And I'm going to put something out there only because I think it's funny and it's entertaining energy leading into the battle. You know, what Math's response was like, he was like, lock him in before he changes his mind. You know what I'm saying? Too. Yeah, that's what Mav said. He said, send me the contract and lock Hollow in before he changes his mind. You know, so, you know, I guess Mav was assuming that it was a battle that wasn't going to happen. You know, and we do enjoy times like that when people get those calls for matchups that either they wasn't even thinking about, or a matchup that, you know, you may have thought may have never gonna happen, and you get a call like that. Like, you know, it's exciting for us too to be able to call Verb and be like, hey man, Murder Mook, you know how many battlers would love that call? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was Mav's reaction to it, and we all came together and made it work. So February 16th, go to rarebreedent.com right now and get your tickets and get your live stream. They're both on sale already.
Yeah, ARP, you know how to break down battles and shit. You know what I'm saying? You've been always forever nice at doing that.
You know his history.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know your shit when it comes to this. This is Hollow versus Mav Hoffa. Like,
yeah,
this is crazy as hell. And I know Mav himself had told me, yo, bro, you know how Mav talked to you like, yo, he don't want to battle me, bro. Like he give you that look like, yo, he don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo.
He wants the battle.
But I'm like, yo.
The battle,
so I'm like, yo, Hollow actually took the battle and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like really like, who? This is about who raps better, who's better at this battle rap.
I don't think that this battle comes down to who raps better.
No, okay.
What you think?
Not a battle like this. We've seen battles like this before. You know, this battle's gonna come down to who makes the most impact, who cuts the deepest. And I'm not saying that it has to be some type of personal. You know, I see angles that don't necessarily have to be about their personal situations that could cut so deep. I wouldn't even say them on camera. I don't even think I would say them to one of them. You know, me and my brother Shad to be talking about some of these possibilities. I see an angle between those two guys that could land like Oops and Daylight's third round in the building and have the whole crowd super silent because it's a fucking skin itcher, tingler. I see that angle. I'll tell you when we get off the phone. I see one of those. You know what I'm saying? This could be a very powerful battle. And even, let me fast forward too, to see those two guys battle and then shake hands after, that's gonna be big for battle rap too. Yeah. That's gonna be bad. I will never try to oversell a grudge, animosity that could lead to a real physical problem. We've never done that in RBE's history. We never will. That's why we end our battles whenever we can, 99% of them with a handshake on the channel. To see those guys do whatever they need to do on stage and then shake hands when it's all over is going to be big for battle rap. It's going to be big for battle rap. It's going to probably even make more people that have any type of, you know, step into the ring and do these type of matches. And we've seen them before. This ain't the first, but this is big, man. This is big.
Do you see it being like a conversation, like a real conversation, a lyrical conversation, where we hearing them? Because it's like, you know, every opponent, you know what I'm saying, that battles Hollow, Math name has been brought up, or a situation, or how certain things went down. Do you see that I guess the ultimate conversation? Because now they face to face, they're in front of the world. They get to really, Math gets to really tell me he had a diss track on Hollow. You know what I'm saying?
He released it.
Yeah,
if you go on YouTube right now, I mean, it's going to be way more now that the battle's announced. But even before we announced the battle, if you go on YouTube and you just search Hollow the Don versus Math, like 20, 30 videos will come up of them talking, responding to or whatever, interviews that they've done together, all types of shit. You know, there's a lot of history that's already in front of battle rap. This isn't a situation where it's just like, you know, we found out that they had a fallout and it's all behind closed doors. These guys did a public interview together on the same, in front of the fans. You know what I'm saying? This has been in front of the battle rap culture for some time now. You know, so it's actually a great thing to see them battle and say whatever they want to say, you know, in a lyrical battle rap format and then shake hands after, you know, because they've already put so much on camera. There's never a gun to anybody's head when, you know, somebody asks you on Champion, how you feel about this. You don't have to answer. Or when they both call into Angry Fan Radio and talk about it, you don't have to make that call. You know, we choose to do these things, and they want to discuss certain things, and they want to let their fan bases know certain things that's going on. The difference now is they're going to put it in rhyme format and see who could be more impactful and more creative on February 16th, or whatever they feel towards each other. We're taking all that energy that they already put out to the fans and in the public, we're packaging it, we're putting business around this shit, paying for it, let everybody make money for this shit, and we're going to put it on stage creatively. Everybody wins. And shout out to Math Hoffa and Holla to Don for making this battle happen for the culture. When you really start to think about it, like, shit like this is impactful.
Do you think this is the perfect time? Like, you got it on a good time. You know how a lot of these matchups happen years later? You caught it at a good time. What do you think about that?
The reason why I like the timing for this, I can answer that for both of those guys. I like it for Hollow because in the announcement video, you see Hollow say, you know, I'm on a fucking mission. All right? I had these conversations with Hollow behind the scenes. I know what he means by that. You know what I'm saying? Hollow has always been mentioned amongst the GOATs. You know, when people debate top 3, top 4, top 5, 9 times out of 10, Hollow's name is in there. You know, and I think he cares about his craft and his legacy well enough where he's not going to let that slip. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to let that slip. You know, so a battle like this, I've had these conversations. He's not just going to do it for whatever personal reasons he took the match or for whatever personal things he wants to say to Math or how he wants to deal with Math. But also, there's his own legacy side to this of what he wants to do at this moment, being one of the GOATs. Like, no, y'all not going to talk about me a certain way after this battle, after that battle. On February 16th, I'm going to make sure I grab everything back and remind everybody, don't ever question who I am and what I mean to the culture and where I am in the legacy of battle rap. That's on his side. On Math's side, we could just be flat out honest about it because Math has said it. I even reminded him, like, in a blog when he said it in the Ill Will battle. He said, I lose when I do not care. All right? So Math has said it publicly. You know, fans, bloggers, media, analysts, critics have always critiqued him like this. Math has a tendency to not be anywhere close to his true potential when it's battles that he's not motivated for. Math is not like DNA. Who I'm not going to get up here and bullshit y'all. Math, that's why I was a good blogger when I blogged, because I'm a true analyst of this shit. I could read people and I could listen. I could put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Math is not going to be his full potential in battles that he doesn't fully want. None of us respect that at times. It's like, because when we pay for it, when we buy a stream or when we buy a ticket, we don't care whether you're motivated for it. But that's just the truth. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he had 3 battles lined up back to back, his motivation was not just those battles, but it was doing something that he saw nobody doing.
Facts.
You know, having those 3 platforms back to back in a span of 3 weeks. URL, RBE, King of the Dot. I forget the order. No, I think it was RBE, King of the Dot, URL, whatever.
I think King of the Dot was last. With the song.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
So
it was definitely because and that was like the performance, like one of his best performances with versus Ill Will. Because
this is what I'm saying. Yeah. And then, like, a week after that, you know, he's up on Champion, and they're doing, like, a pre-celebration for, you know, Champion of the Year because what he just did. And then he almost had 3 battles lined up back to back to back again. It would have been him versus Geechee Gotti on Rare Breeds. I think him versus Av on Summer Madness 7, back-to-back weeks. And I think at the time there might have been talks of a King of the Dot date being either before the Rare Breeds card or after Summer Madness 7. So he would have done 3 battles in a row twice. So I think that he knew that that was a possibility because he was in talks with all 3 platforms for those dates. He had already done it and arguably won all 3. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with Math, because of some of those inconsistencies with people that he's not really gunning for, you know, when he gets in front of, like, you know, Thesaurus. No disrespect to Thesaurus. Thesaurus is a legend. But Math has interviews saying who really wants to see me versus Thesaurus. I have a memory like an elephant in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember him saying that.
I think this was the third time it was booked, so.
Yeah. We just keeping it 100 on this shit. Like, these are the type of conversation I have with Matt. Like, we just keep it real with each other. And, those are the type of battles that we don't see Math in his full potential. Like, even certain opponents that I don't think he's gunning for, they have to be situational based sometimes. Like Chilla Jones. Math was not gunning for Chilla Jones, but that was his first battle back after all of that controversy. You know what I'm saying? So he had that behind him. Like, certain motivations, will bring out the classic Math. I don't think we have to question what type of Math we're going to get if he has an ill will, or if he has a surf, or if he has a mook, or if he has a Calicoe rematch, or if he has Hollow the Don.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to question what type of Math we're gonna get.
Yeah.
You got to follow his legacy and pay attention to what type of battler he is, and RBE does that very well.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, and I mean, even ill will, like like you said, it's always a motivation, and like you said, that was the beginning of his run where he like, yo, I'm about to just prove to them that I'm still that dude, like I'm still one of the best in this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta
remember, it's another incentive. Champion of the year, I think people got the number 10,000 in their head. It could be more. I don't know what the number is, but I think people got the number 10,000 in their head. That's an extra incentive. If you're touching certain platforms and you're getting certain opponents, or you're putting on crazy performances, whatever your claim is. Like Sean's claim is a little different. Like Sean is like, I never lost a round in 2018. Math would have been able to say, I had 3 battles in a row twice on RBE, URL, and King of the Dot. Or Geechee would have been able to say, or can say, I've been champion of the night 2 or 3 times. Pat Stay would say, I'm doing, I'm doing it. I won the judge battle versus Aye Verb, or versus Danny. I shook the crowd after Murder Mook got up. Whatever. Or I went overseas with Tay Rock. Whatever. Like, everybody has their different type of claims. But champion of the year is an incentive.
Yeah, it's a lot of dudes.
Yeah. And it definitely played a factor, I believe, in certain motivations for Math. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna go up like that the way he was with the fans, gloat status, and then the fans kind of chop at him a little bit after the Av battle, and then you get a battle that you've been asking for. Like, you got a lot of platforms that don't necessarily do this. Like, they want you to be at your peak when you get a name like this. You know what I'm saying? But we make your peak when you get a name like this. We create the peaks instead of wait for the peaks. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. So instead of waiting around and saying, well, let's wait for Math to get 3 battles in a row again. Nah. This battle right here, he wants Hollow's ready. It's going to be at the top of 2016. Let's make a movie.
Nah, yo, ARP, I'm in the live right now. We got 110 people watching right now, and I'm seeing a lot of people just from the conversation. Some people are even saying, yo, I hear y'all, but I'm feeling Hollow 3, Hollow 2-1, Hollow one of the goats.
This whole time, everything. Remember, I had that whole segment where I was talking about Hollow and why I think he took the battle and why I think he's going to be deadly for a match like this. That whole I'm one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. And that's the hint that he gave in that announcement. Like, I seen the rest of that footage. Avocado only cut that piece where he says, I'm on a fucking mission and I'm coming to conquer RBE as well. I have the rest of that footage. I see the rest of the shit that he says in that trailer. We probably will release it later. I know the conversations I'm having in private on the phone with Hollow. It's definitely a lot about Math, but there's another thing that's important to Hollow. And I think that Math has the same situation. I don't think that it's just about Hollow for Math. He also can use a battle like this to really, really stamp he doesn't have, we know his legacy,
Of course.
but because his status goes up and down so much with fans, you know, certain times a battler could always have a fallback. Like let's say Aye Verb. If Aye Verb loses his next 2 or 3 battles and they're smaller profile battles, right? You know, I'm pretty sure somebody like Aye Verb will still double back and talk about his Mook performance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Math will have something like that if he's able to beat Hollow as well. There's so many angles and motivations in a battle like this. I hope people start to see him. I hope people start to see him. So this is big.
You know, stylistically, you know, the way these guys rap is 2 different, you know what I mean? 2 different ways. Hollow has a different energy about him, but they're both like, you know, they're both like real raw spitters. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and they're both like, even though Hollow is so different, he's very disrespectful. He could get crazy. He knows how to really break people down as well. How do you see this battle going down, ARP? Because this is like, you know, it really is a crazy style clash.
The way I see this going down, it's going to be high energy. There's probably going to be tense moments in the building. Like, y'all was there for Math and Show Off, right?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, it was crazy.
Remember how it felt in the building?
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
it felt like Show Off like he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing.
It was a lot and all that.
I was like, it got crazy. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and Matt was saying certain things. Show Off was saying certain things. You know, it was an extremely tense feeling in the building. I think at times Math and Hollow are gonna create that, but I think they're gonna be so professional in this battle where, you know, they're going to create those tense moments, and the only thing that we're still going to pay attention to is, okay, how did that round land? You know what I'm saying? Like, people's going to be keeping their scorecards in the building, something fierce. And the people on the stream, they're going to be paying attention crazy. You know, they're going to get the quiet moments when they start talking, you know, and you know how the RBE crowds be, especially in Club Drum. You know, that's the rucker. They're going to pay attention to the moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are going to get all the space to operate and do what they need to do. They got the time limits. They got the atmosphere. They got a great platform. They got the matchup. They got the good timing. They got everything that they need. They got the good business. They got everything that they need for this matchup. Not to mention, you know, reminder. I like to say shit like this publicly in front of the fans so that, God forbid, things end up in arguments. Motherfuckers can never say that I never said it, because sometimes things are said in private or they're even contracted and people still forget the shit. You know, but RBE contracts no longer allow, say that Entourage is no longer allowed on the stage. All right, ever since that incident that happened. You know what I'm saying? And that started from Club Drum. You know, I put the email in my blog and showed y'all the email as I read it to y'all of what the Drum CEO, one of the Drum CEOs said about going forward. No Entourage on stage. You guys have still seen Entourage on stage, and you want to know why? That's because as things continue, you know, Drum has laid their head down a little bit. RBE's been cool. We've gotten people up when we can. You know, Drama's allowed RBE to get back to just regular shit. But at any given moment, we have to remember that that is a contracted privilege.
Yeah.
No, I've even had battlers since then, even on the last card. You know, I've had battlers that, you know, have argued about getting their people on stage or whatever, like in the building. And I don't know if people haven't read that part of their contract, haven't remembered what we've said on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But Entourage really isn't even permitted on stage. You know what I'm saying? If your entourage or if you have some guests or some friends up on stage with you, consider that a luxury. Because technically, the only people that's supposed to be on stage during the RBE event in Club Drum are people that purchase their stage passes, okay? So, and I said all of that shit not just as a reminder to the public, to the battlers, to the fans, and to the people that we want to see enjoying their stage passes when they grab them on the website. But Math and Hollow are gonna have room to operate. They gotta have room to operate. We don't know what type of performances, or they might have some antics. Again, you just never know.
Yeah.
And we are not going to say like, oh, this battle's not, you know, starting up, because we can't do that. We can't do that shit. And people want to see these guys go more man to man instead of having disruptions from entourages anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do our best to keep that limited on February 16th because it was already in their contracts and the contracts are signed and read. So, shout out to everybody.
Nah, I mean, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy because just to think about what you've been doing at Club Drum is definitely legendary out here. You know what I'm saying? The nights be crazy, the days be crazy, like, and the fact that you've been able to throw those big battles and the fact that you've been able to throw these big battles and actually have it like dope and contained. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like some crazy matchups. You know what I'm saying?
Game changing since day one. If we've been saying that. When we got here, when we announced our first card in 2013 and our first card went down in 2014, we saved the files. We have the files of league owners and people in battle rap laughing at RBE or trying to make fun of RBE, talking about, well, your event has only this much capacity or this many people there or whatever. You know, and I've watched the game continue to shift towards smaller cards, series built to replicate a smaller, more intimate feeling. You know, we've seen that from the style of matchups that came off of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and nobody talks about, oh, it's got to be top tier or mid. Nobody even talks about Tears no more. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're bragging about what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much game-changing shit that we've done in Club Drama. You know what I mean? And every time we've set out to do these things, even when people questioned it, you know, we got to stand on something. You know, you can't be soft in your own decisions that you believe in. You have to see what you want and you believe in. You have to go for that shit. How many people said, take Murder Mook and Aye Verb out of Club Drama? You know, and we still had no guarantees. That shit could have went left, but it was a zoo in there, and we delivered the energy and the vibe that we wanted to because that's what we came into the game with, and that's something we came in screaming and kicking about. Like, this is great battle rap. We're not going to conform to the game. We're going to sit around patiently, brick by brick, and watch the game conform to us. The difference.
Yo, ARP, man, I just want to know if you got a quick little time just to take some questions for the guys that's in the chat. They've been showing love.
Absolutely. Salute to everybody in chat.
If anybody, you know, want to ask any questions about this event, February 16th, Pearly Gates 3, you know what I'm saying, right now, please send me some questions that you guys want to know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe potential battles that you guys are thinking about, which I want to see. What do you guys think about this?
The card's done, by the way.
Yeah, because, you know, we love the guests. You know what I'm saying? What ARP got going. So you be playing those games with us. So, you know, we got to see, you know, what's next. Because this card's already looking crazy.
Yeah, the card's done.
Oh, the card's done.
Yeah, the card's done.
Oh, man.
You released 2 battles out for the card?
Yeah, 2 battles.
Yeah. And once again, timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, where fuck, you know, I'm gonna spin this into another topic because I just don't see people with the humility to speak like this. Like, everybody wants to be the man and be so competitive, and I don't see people keeping it real. Everybody talk about real nigga this, real nigga that. I see so much lying and so much fake, you know, from a lot of people in all walks. I'm not talking about battlers, league owners, block, whatever. And that's why I stay so far away. I've been telling you this for years. Like, nah, I'll be falling back. But you got try to look at it like this. There's nothing wrong with looking at the game and saying every dog has his day. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's platforms or whatever that you don't necessarily coordinate with or have relationships with, the culture is still the culture, and we're all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might look at the game and say, we have this great card that we just put together. We have these great battles that we're about to drop. You know, but you got Decade, you know, about to go down. Then you got Volume 3 about to go down. We could chill. We could just sit back. I'm going to watch both of those streams. I'm going to pay my money on both of those streams, watch those battles, enjoy the culture, sit back. My regular life is already, I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And when it's our time to come outside, we will. We'll come out and we'll say, all right, Young Ill versus Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? Hollow versus Mook. we have no problem with that. Like, everybody has their moments where they deliver what they got going on, and we have no problem taking a back seat when it's time to take a back seat. Now, when we do come outside, we're gonna stand on everything we got going on. We don't care if something else happens the same day, the same week, the week before, the week after. You know, we go through controversy, we go through bad business, we go through all types of shit. And we're going to stand firm on the things that we got going on. But when we don't got something going on, or when there's times where, you know, there's other things going on, we can humbly sit back. I'm not too big-headed to be like, nah, son, like, we chilling right now because King of the Dot got a car going on. And that shit is, at the end of the day, it's going to make a lot of noise. But we chilling right now because Volume 3 is going on this weekend. And, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to come outside, we're going to do our thing. And then when we're done doing our thing, we're going to go right back to our regular lives until it's time for us to come back out and do our thing again. That's it. And that's why we've been, you know, just waiting. Like I said, this card has been done. This card has been done. You know, there's 4 battles locked in. If anything changes with this card, we'll be adding a 5th to DOWNN. But right now, there's 4 crazy battles locked in for DOWNN, for Pearly Gates 3. There's going to be 2 1SKs. Shout out to Lawrence. And there's already 2 on-site battles that's locked in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the next announcement, the next big announcement for Club DOWNN will probably be like 2 or 3 days from this. Okay. Depending when you drop this, or, you know, like today is Sunday.
Well, it's live. It's going out right now. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we're done, we shipping it out. So the fans going to have it right now so they could, you know what I'm saying? So
the next announcement you guys might get as early as, when's Christmas? Christmas is Tuesday. You might get it in 2 days. Right. If you don't get it in 2 days, maybe 3, tops 4. Tops 4, minimum 2. Okay. You know, so we just dropped the Hollow in the Math this morning. We trying to give y'all the next battle right away.
That's
crazy. The next matchup right away.
Yeah, you could have saved Hollow and Math for Christmas, but shit, Christmas came early. Let's get it.
and even then, you know, you never know. There could be 50 battles dropping on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We're not children. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had our immature moments. You know, maybe 2015. if you're a poppin' lead, you got to drop a battle on Christmas, and we wanted to get out and have our shit on the table too. I remember there was a year, I think when we dropped Aye Boom versus Charlie Clips. I think that year you had Guerrilla Warfare drop a big battle. They might have dropped Old Red and Daylight. I think they dropped Old Red, Daylight. I think RBE dropped Charlie Clips versus Aye Boom. King of the Dot dropped. URL dropped, I think, 2 battles. And the vibe was like, if you somebody, you better be out here too. We really don't care about none of that shit. Like, we put our ego down more times than you think. Like we cool. And we looked at it like, you don't know how much footage is dropping on Christmas. And we're one of the biggest platforms. We're one of the best platforms in the game. So we will create our own room when necessary. But we still humble enough with no ego to say, you want to know what? It's Sunday. Let's drop this classic Calicoe and Ill Will, and it'll already be out. Let people enjoy it on Christmas Eve and Christmas. It's not like the clicks is going to stop on Calicoe and Ill Will on Christmas Day. True. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the mentality over here is a little bit different, and I do see fans that might drop comments or tweet us like, well, you know, King of the Dot is doing this, or you know, URL might be doing this, or ARP, y'all, RBE better do this. And sometimes I just be home, I just be like, salute or whatever, but I just don't want people to think that that's our personality. Like, that doesn't motivate us. That doesn't motivate us.
Some question from the guys in the live right now. Junior Manuel says, can he make Big Cannon versus Calicoe happen?
I believe that we can.
Does Calicoe want to battle Big Cannon though?
I haven't spoken to Calicoe about Big Cannon. I've spoken to Calicoe about some other things.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some things that Calicoe wants to do ASAP. And I spoke to Big Cannon last week.
Okay.
About some stuff that's going on in RBE. Because RBE internally, business-wise and 2019-wise, and certain things that me, Shata, and Lawrence sat down with, there's some changes within RBE, things that I'm not going to talk about it. I think as you guys start to see it, you guys will understand what's going on within RBE. You know what I'm saying? But because of some things going on, you know, that was one of the reasons why I even, you know, touched base with the homie Cannon, you know, like last week. We spoke about some things. And, you know, me and Cannon always got opponents on the table. It's easy things to work. It's time for Cannon to be back. You know, I haven't seen him since his 2-on-2 on RBE. You know, that's a day one guy. You know, our first card ever versus Moneybags. One of my favorite one-rounders ever. So, you know, there's different things that me and Cannon is talking about. There's different things that RBE and Calicoe is talking about. But that doesn't mean that matchup can't happen. You know, it definitely can. I don't even think anybody else would want to book that except for RBE. I think people would stay away from that other than RBE. We would do it.
Another question.
Shuni and what's your Shuni and Farrah? When is that dropping?
QB, and that's next up.
Okay.
That's the next battle release.
Okay.
QB and Shuni.
QB and Shuni, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, QB and Shuni. That's dropping next, and then after that, you're gonna get the Clean Paper versus Jim.
T Bull asked, how many battles are on this card? If you could reveal that.
4 battles going down in Club Drum for Pearly Gates, 3. Also 2 1SK battles. And then there's going to be 2 on-site battles that will be added to the VOD on Sunday for everybody that purchased the pay-per-view. So the people on the pay-per-view are going to have access to see 8 matchups. Yeah, 4, 2, 2. Yeah, they're going to have access to see 8 matchups if you purchase the pay-per-view and you get the VOD, which is included. If you're in the building, you're going to see 6 matchups. We may expand to a 5th 3-rounder in Club Drum, but that's not locked yet, so don't hold me to that.
Okay.
But right now, it's locked is the complete aspect of across on-site and Pearly Gates 3 that's going down that weekend. 8 matchups, which also include the 1SK battles.
All right.
I saw one of those questions. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I saw that. The question was...
Oh, someone says ask about show off.
I asked TRP about show off last live.
Well, I mean, they want to know about show off now. What's up with show off?
Soon as he calls me. I just DM'd show off like yesterday or something like that. Because, you know, a lot of people in battle rap, niggas be changing their numbers and all shit like that. Soon as show off hit me back, we're gonna chop up some shit.
Okay. Jason.
So that's coincidence that somebody asked that. Like, yeah. Chop show.
Jason Ross says, would you have Hitman Holla on your stage?
Of course. Hitman was almost on the Rare Breeze card with Mook and Verb. You know, I think that motivation for Hitman and Tay-Rock came out of that. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? That fucking that tweet, you know, a Hitman being like, "I'm not gonna let y'all have all the fun," when he was talking to Aye Verb. You know what I'm saying? And I think around the time that myself and Hitman was negotiating, I think negotiations also came on the table for him and Tay-Rock. And business is business. You know, Hitman didn't have a signed contract with RBE, nor did he have a deposit from RBE. So if he had 2 options on the table, I think that Tay-Rock battle might have superseded what we had on the table for him. And business is business, in all respect to horror. And then we ended up seeing Hitman versus Rock on Summer Madness 7. But I was talking to Hitman about the Rare Breeze card, and we actually touched base after that as well. So it's all timing, and not just Hitman. Shout out to Holla once again. We feel that way about everybody that we haven't had a chance to work with yet. And if you fuck with RBE, you know, and you want to come into the Rucker, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully get a classic or you know, we could just get some good business done, because once again, that's what's in front of everything. Just good business, good stand-up business. That's what matters the most to everybody. All leagues and all battles, the business matters. Nobody's doing anything for anybody for free. I'm not getting free battles, and I'm not asking these big guys to give us free battles. We're paying them. No. So that goes for everybody. Hitman, shout out to Rock. I seen Rock come out to the last event. You know what I'm saying? If he ever wants to, you know, hop in the Rucker, we can get something done. Shout out to Surf. You see Hollow's debuting in February. Shout out to Lux. And I don't want to just like, oh, I'm talking about the biggest guy. There's a lot of people we have yet to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like I go back and forth with Real Deal a lot. Real Deal, I want to get over to RBE. I can't wait to get Big K back. You know, damn, I could go on and on. You see my point.
Nah, real talk. 3 more questions. Yusuf asks, can Daylight versus Los ever happen on RBE? Still want to see it.
Yes, absolutely. Behind the scenes, Daylight and I had a very long conversation about that situation. And we spoke as men. We spoke as men about how he feels about how that situation panned out, why it happened, what was going on with him. And I expressed the same thing to him, what was going on with us, how we felt. You know, I reminded him that, you know, we feel exactly how I put in blog. I wouldn't put out a public blog to address all that controversy, which was basically to protect the card. You know what I'm saying? Our biggest card ever. And I wouldn't put out a public blog if I felt that I was going to lie about anything. So he may not agree with everything that, you know, RBE has done. We don't agree with everything that he has done. But that's the good thing about, you know, this type of situation where you can have small disagreements or even big disagreements. At the end of the day, RBE and Daylight, or myself and Daylight, was able to get on the phone and hash it out as men, you know. So being that we spoke as men, you know, we spoke about future things.
Okay.
And I think it's only right that, you know, regardless of whether something happens before that, no matter what, Daylight and King Los, I think we should try to get that done. If we could put a situation together where we both feel like, all right, we come to work. You know what I mean? So shout out to Day.
I'm actually.
We talked a bunch of times.
I'm happy.
We talked a bunch of times and text a bunch of times since then for the people. Obviously, y'all wouldn't know because it's all in private. But we've communicated plenty of times since then. So shout out to Day.
What about ID Boom?
No, hold on. Definitely, well.
Yeah, wait, let's not go back. Let's go back to ID Boom in a little while.
Yeah, I'm not, because I just wanted to go on. I just wanted to go on. It's Alex Contento, just one of the guys just showing love. He said someone should make a movie about ARP. So, you know, some love, I got to throw that in there too. You know what I mean?
Who said that?
Alex Contento. Oh, no, Centino. I can't read.
Alex
Centino.
Alex, man, shout out to you. Thank you for that. And I don't let comments like that go over my head, man, because, you know, I've always been a humble guy. You know, I've even been sent books that I'm in. Like, I put that on my Instagram, you know, battle rap books, and I'm in them about, you know, who I am and what I mean to the culture. And my brother tells me that shit all the time. My brother tells me, like, you have to accept who you are in battle rap. You know, it's 5 years in, and I still approach it like, you know, everybody's working. I'm just a humble guy by nature, off and on cam. Nothing changes with me. You know what I'm saying? Just a stand-up guy. I think I'm one of the most honest people in battle rap. You know, I know a lot of shit. So when I say that, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of the most honest and stand-up people in battle rap. You know, you don't have to be a gangster or a killer or none of that shit to be a real man, a real woman, or a real nigga. All right, whatever term you want to use, you just got to be honest, stand up, stand on your word, and conduct good business within your lane of profession. And my brother tells me, like, you know, some of the ideas that I've delivered and the way I've carried myself in battle rap, the changes that RBE has brought to the game with me as the face. You know, he's like, you can't ignore when people give you those type of comments or those type of statements. Like, that's who you are in battle rap. So I don't let it go over my head, man. So I really appreciate that, Alex. I really do.
No.
Thank you for that.
Salute to Alex. Centino. I'm going to make sure I get your name right. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you, Al.
B33LZ says, any updates on Adi Boom?
Y'all don't see him out there?
Yeah, we see. That's why I asked. I stole that question.
Yeah. What you mean updates? Now I'm not giving y'all the updates no more. Boom is giving y'all the updates. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boom is out there. I will clarify something. a lot of I've seen people, you know, saying Adi Boom is home. You know, we don't want to overstep the reality of the situation. I told y'all before, it's the same situation. It's just that he changed the halfway houses. You know, each halfway, you know, at first he was in lockup. You know, he was in jail, prison. You know what I'm saying? So that was the worst of the entire scenario, obviously. Since then, he was moved to a halfway house where things lightened up. And now the halfway house that he's in is even more laid back. So Adi Boom is, you know, I don't even know if I should say all the shit. But y'all see him out there, just in case I'm violating some type of stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all see what's up with Boom.
Yeah.
That's not a troll, that's not a fake, that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I got people calling me, yo, can you get Adi Boom to do an interview, or is he on Pearly Gates and all that? Adi Boom is still within that situation. He still has limits. You know what I'm saying? He still has limits. But it's a way better situation than it was. So that's why, you know, he's coming around a bit.
Okay.
You know, things is all the way done. You know what time it is. So.
Yo, I know this is a sidebar off of that question. Do you think, I know, you know, this is battle rap and he's going through real shit, but do you think he still could
Still got it?
get up in this shit and put that work in? Like, what's up?
Yo, I'm not even laughing. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I've kept in contact with this man over the course of this biz so much. I've listened to him rap, his bars. I keep reminding people over the years, man. I know this man before he went in on the battle rap side of who he is and how he preps. Adi Boom really is a guy that can prepare and remember 3 tough rounds in one fucking day.
That's crazy.
In one day. You got battlers, no disrespect, but you got certain people that need months, weeks. If they didn't prepare enough, they might be stumbling or choking, or their material is weak.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see a weak Adi Boom. In all his battles, he done battle females, big platforms, small platforms, out of state. You know, Adi Boom's taken all levels of battles. You know what I'm saying? And you've never seen a weak Adi Boom, like, this nigga is trash. You've never seen a weak Adi Boom. You know what I'm saying? This man literally can prep, right rounds, prep and remember in a fucking day. That is a born talent, like mental thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So for him, it's like think of like Hollow. You know, a lot of people can rebuttal. They can sit there while their opponent is rapping, think of something, put that in the beginning of their round, and then go right in, like one bar in the beginning of their round, and then go into their written material. You know, I'm not saying that I could do it, but when you scale it as a battle rap MC, it's not that hard. But when you take like a Hollow or a Disaster, what they do, almost 95, if not more % of battle rappers can't do it. They can't be in the middle of their written material.
I see what you're saying.
Go off their written material, start freestyling in all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then get back onto their written material. There's only a handful of battlers that can do that shit. There's only a handful of battlers. That's what I mean when I say some of these guys have real born talent mentally towards some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these the best freestylers in the game, motherfuckers that can take words from the crowds like Super Nat and all that shit. That's born talent. That's born talent. Boom has something in him that allows him to write, remember, and prep a battle in a single fucking day. And then he's naturally got charisma and energy. So when you put that on stage, his performance with those bars, you know, I'm not saying that we're about to see, you know, the best Adi Boom ever. Nobody knows. I don't know that. Nobody knows that. Maybe Adi Boom don't even know that until he gets up there and he feels the energy. But as far as him preparing rounds, remember, you're not going to see Adi Boom come back to battle rap and choke. You're not going to see Adi Boom come back to battle rap and not have solid rounds or solid material. That's just not him. That's not him naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's not that type of guy. So we'll get there.
Nah, man. ARP, you definitely, definitely broke it down, man. I'm happy that Adi Boom is, doing a lot better, and I can't wait to see him, 100% ready. Enjoying his freedom and able to just come back and do what I know he loves to do. I know he's a happy type of person. Always show love, always excited. So it's good to see, bring that energy back into the game. That'd be dope.
Yeah, he deserves the battle rap culture support now and when he is all the way home. He deserves everybody's support. Man, when he did his time like a man, he's made his mistakes like all of us. And he deserves a spot when he gets back to battle rap.
Nah, man, the live was definitely lit tonight, man. They saying brick by brick. They showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? The last one, Alex Ciento. No, what's his name?
Come on, get it together, B. Jesus.
Alex Santino. I don't know why I made this shit so hard. He said Adi Boom versus Jae Millz. And then that was the last question I'm gonna take.
Adi Boom versus Jae Millz.
Shout out to Boom and whatever opponents he gets. Me and Shata talk about opponents for Adi Boom when he gets home. And shout out to Jae Millz too. Me and Jae Millz, we text each other very frequently. We were just texting yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Random, right? We touch base with each other, talk shit about battle rap, whatever. Jae Millz wants to come back, and I want to ask y'all a serious question.
Okay.
Like, all jokes aside, and I'm going to keep it 100 on Jae Millz too. All right, Jay? I'm going to get you by keeping it so funky, but you're going to see where I'm going with this. So, people are getting at Millz, because there's some things in his performance that, just are left about that whole makeup, because he's such a big name to come back. Mm-hmm. Some of the shit that was happening on stage and entourage, people making memes, all types of shit. Mm-hmm. So I see it, I understand it, but being that we just seen Jae Millz in that situation, he still delivered his 3 rounds against one of the deadliest battlers out there, got through his material. I think he learned from some of his mistakes. He's even texted me some of his mistakes. I think he learned from watching the footage. My question now to the fans is, if Jae Millz comes back, who do y'all want him to battle? Or who would y'all want to see him against? Like, give like 3 options. You know what I'm saying? I know I've seen the rumors of, Jae Millz has like a 5 or a 3 battle deal. We've seen all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking a simple question. If Jae Millz comes back to battle rap, who do y'all want to see him battle? Like, whether you think, like, style-wise, this makes more sense. Or
y'all hear the question, y'all hear the question. Who should Millz battle when he come back? What up?
Do y'all want to see him take a killer? Do y'all want to see him take a huge name? Do you want to see him take Mook for a rematch? Do you want to see him take, a smaller name and sharpen his sword a little bit more? What would the fans want to see on Jae Millz
so far? Big K, read dollars. All the
options that the fans say, we're all going, when this drops, let's make sure that we at Jae Millz and be like, yo, we talking about this in the comments. Yeah. The fans, forget ARP. The fans.
Yo, shout out to Lawrence, RBE, salute HHIR, folks, cops your tickets. He gave us a $2 super chat. Shout out to RBE, man. Yo, they showed us love.
Lawrence is
come on, Lawrence. Yo,
what's good?
1SK. Shout out to the 1SKs, because Lawrence makes sure he keep the 1SKs ready. Every time he say, yo, Knowledge, make sure you take care of my guys. Every time. I be like, yo, I ain't gonna forget you, man. I see Mook walking by and be like, y'all got 1SK.
Yo, the 1SKs, before we get back to Jae Millz, the 1SK guys, if you are up and coming back, 2 things I want to say. Number 1, I tell y'all a lot this on Twitter, DMs, Facebook. I still can't even keep up with all of it. For years, I've been trying to say this. I know battlers won't listen. They feel like if I'm going to ARP or if I find shots on social media or whatever, I promise y'all, Lawrence runs the 1SK system. Okay? There's never been a 1SK battle that I've chosen. I've only sent Lawrence things that I've seen, like, oh, what about this guy? Do you want to do this? I've done that occasionally. Other than that, we're all busy with, like, Lawrence has a bunch of jobs in RBE that he's busy with. Me and Shota have a bunch of shit in RBE that we're busy with. I don't even have time. Lawrence doesn't have time to do the shit that I'm doing, and I don't have time to do the shit that he's doing.
Yeah, that's how it be.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Battlers need to understand. Salute to all the up and comers. You need to understand that coming to me is not the right way. You know, we respect and appreciate everybody that wants to get on RBE, but you got to go to Lawrence. Lawrence is making the 1SK battles. I don't make those decisions. Shota don't. We're the co-owners. Lawrence makes those decisions. You got to go to him. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. And number two, I want to remind the 1SK guys how big of an opportunity it is to be on RBE.
Facts.
If you're looking at some of these matchups, if you look, hold on 1 second for me.
Yeah. We got ARP out here. We
Yeah.
rocking.
If you're looking at some of these matchups, you don't even see just local people. You see battlers from out of state. Like sometimes, you know, up and coming guys that get shots, you know, platforms business wise because it makes sense, because you don't want to spend money that you can't make back. I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm being honest for all of us platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still see people from even out of town getting opportunities. If Lawrence puts a guy on from Chicago and he goes crazy in Club Drum and now we want to book him for 3 rounds, you know, I gotta deal with all of that comes with it when we put him on a three round battle. You know what I'm saying? His flight, his hotel, his Ubers, his this, his that, and you see what I'm saying? Yeah. The opportunities that Lawrence is given, we should never see a 1SK person be late. We should never see a 1SK person that's never promoting. 1SK guys got to take it serious, because in 2019, you might see us getting up on that stage and asking the crowd who had the best performance before the 3 rounds to start off from the 1SKs, and let the fans vote in the building who that person was, and that person automatically comes back. All right? Because that's one thing that I told Lawrence about the 1SKs in 2019, that more of these guys got to start returning. Like if they have good performances, they got to come back. They got to come back.
Facts.
So, y'all need to understand what that opportunity is like.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Lawrence again, man. We appreciate that. The super chat, man. That's love. Shout out to RBE, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a chance to answer y'all questions. You know, he threw it out there, man. Who y'all want to see Jae Millz against? I'm seeing everybody though, ARP. They named everybody in the world, so you
want to know why that's so crazy? Because I'm not coming out. We don't have anything locked in with Jae Millz, no contract, no nothing. Yeah. And I'm just asking the fans, because I'm not saying that this is what RBE wants to do with Jae Millz right now. I'm dead asking the fans.
Yeah.
And as much as I see people, sometimes you might have a meme or whatever. When I ask and y'all got a million suggestions, then I got to be serious and say, fans, what do y'all really want? Yeah. Y'all want to see this man back in the game right now? Y'all want us to grab him right now for y'all?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you really want to see Jae Millz versus Reed right now? Like,
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm taking it serious. So I need the fans to really be serious.
As a fan of the sport, you know what I'm saying, also reporting all that, I want to see him versus Tay Rock. I ain't gonna lie, just for the fact that I was with Tay Rock when Jae Millz came out and Tay Rock went off on him.
Remember that?
You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I'm like, yo, I'd like to see that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just, especially him getting his second shot or coming again, and you know what I mean? Regardless of what happened. Because I look back at the battle and I was like, Jae Millz ain't do as bad as I feel like people, you know, making it seem to me. But I'm like, because even in the building, I thought Jae Millz was cool. I didn't think it was as bad as
I've been saying for years, there's always 3 battles as far as how a fan might feel about it. Sometimes it stays consistent all the way across, and then that just makes it super clear. But you got the feel of an outcome in the building. You got the feel of an outcome on pay-per-view or VOD, because that's probably going to be like one angle. Our VODs and our pay-per-views have always been one angle. And then you got the feel of a full edit. You know, a full edit might have audio that gets enhanced. It might have visuals that get enhanced, visuals that change, things that you didn't see before, that see on the stream that you see now. Like the Calicoe and Ill Will that we just dropped. You know, the VOD in the stream was that one angle. Now with the all three combined angles, you see things you haven't seen before. You see, you know, maybe like Tay Rock's reaction during this time, during the bar, or you might see Calicoe's entourage reaction during this moment, or you might see my reaction to Calicoe that was maybe blocked in front of the camera, you know, on the pay-per-view. But now all of that now you get to see in the full edit. So you gotta, it's always good to try to see all three. You know, if you're in the building, you know how many times I got people online telling me that they was in the building and they still go home and buy the VOD.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to see something back, or they want to be sure. And a lot of analysts do that too. Bloggers, they want to be sure before they reach out to their fan bases. They want to be sure, you know, before they speak to their fan base. So, yeah, I like the fact that we did the full edit like that. We got that new motion wide view camera in the back. Shout out to Rapmatic. You know what I'm saying? They introduced that to the RBE battles. You know, now we get to see that whole full spectrum of Jae Millz and K-Shine, and the fans are welcome to just break it down. Whatever opinions you got, drop a comment. Let us know the feedback. You know, so keep speaking to us about anybody that touches RBE, including Jae Millz. And we always gonna, you know, pay attention to some of the feedback that's going on.
Yo, ARP, I always appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Always come through, give us the updates, give us the real, let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
My hip-hop is real.
February 16th, make sure you guys go get your live, get your tickets, do what you need to do to support this event. 4 battles, another 2, 1 SK, and another 2 on-site battles, you know what I'm saying, where we're going to see some big names clashing.
8 battles.
You know what I'm saying? So 8 battles. If you get the video on demand, you might want to come in the building and still get the video on demand so you can see the whole entirety and watch it back and make sure, you know, you get the breakdown. So salute to everybody rocking with us. Salute to ARP. Salute to your grind. You making the impossible possible. So right now, we're not even going to say it can't happen anymore. We're just going to say ARP probably put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. You did it to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy. You know, the praise that people get from the outside looking in actually created more work for RBE. Things have gotten harder for RBE now. Yeah. So, you know, we working brick by brick. Shout out to Hip Hop Is Real, as always, day one support. I mean, shout out to everybody that's tuned in on the stream. Shout out to everybody that's going to, you know, support the event, supporting us now, supporting us on the channel. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep dropping the comments, stay in tune. Hit me on my social media, Twitter and Instagram at ITSARP. And be sure to go to rarebreedent.com right now and get your tickets for Pearly Gates 3. The pay-per-view is also available, which will include your VOD.
How much
the VOD will happen. Say again?
How much is the pay-per-view?
I think it's up there right now for the same price as the last event. So go up there and take a look.
Okay. All right.
We didn't raise the price on y'all or nothing like that. Like the last few events, I think we kept it at the same price. So go to rarebreedent.com right now. Check that out. If you cop your pay-per-view, you're also going to have 2 exclusive on-site battles added to the VOD for you. So we got a bunch of stuff going on for the fans. Stay tuned to the channel because within the next few days, you're going to get another Pearly Gates 3 announcement. So we got y'all. Salute.
Nah, I appreciate you, hey, man. Until next time, I know there's a lot more. Potentially, we might, you know, be getting hollowed at Don later on, so it might be getting interesting. So, you know what I mean? Stay with us. Stay tuned in, man. It's just getting started.
Thank you, ARP. We appreciate it.
Salute. Likewise. Y'all might want to get back in touch with me ASAP during some of these announcements. We got some more shit to talk about.
Yo, the week's only getting started. We on our grind, so we gonna be hearing from you soon.
Salute. We in here, my man.
One love. That's your phone playing.
I think that's white for you.
Oh. Yeah, you already know what it is, man. We rocking. Hip Hop Is Real. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody out here, man.
Thanks for everybody that's tuned in.
Yeah, we rocking, man. Hour and 34-minute live, man. We was rocking with ARP for a minute. He broke down everything from the beginning. You guys got a chance to ask some questions. And you know the daylight situation. I mean, I wouldn't even think about that shit.
Know about the daylight.
So that's good that they got their situation. He said Loso and daylight could potentially not even. He said, "Yo, it could happen."
Yeah, nah,
he said we got yeah. So like this shit getting crazy.
We gonna reach out to Daylight. See
come on. So. Man, I hope we get a chance to really chop it up with Hollow tonight, man. That'd be dope.
Cross your fingers, guys. We
you know
just
what I'm saying?
To Hollow,
I know it's the holiday weekends, you know what I mean?
Dudes, he busy.
Of course, but I got a chance to speak to him, and hopefully we get to rock out, man. So salute to him, man. Salute to everybody rocking with us.
Who did you guys want to see on RBE, or what battles would you like to see happen on RBE? I want to see Serious Jones battle Jae Millz.
You want to see Serious Jones battle Jae Millz?
They both battle move. They was like, who would you want to see Jae Millz battle? I'm like, nah, I kind of want to see.
Daniel said I'm wild for that Tay-Rock. I mean, shit, it's a battle.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You think Jae Millz is that bad or like?
I'm saying because Tay-Rock is
Tay-Rock is nice.
He's a URL dude. We talking to RBE about.
I mean, shit, man, it's battle rap.
You know what I'm saying? So,
fuck it, like this ain't about right now, politics.
No, that's not about that.
So it's about, just whatever. I don't give a fuck if ARP made it happen, if URL made it happen. I would act smack, you know what I mean? So to me, it's just, I just want to see the battle. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be a whole different energy on URL. You know what I'm saying? He probably rapped a whole different way. Like, you know what I mean? Don't mean every battle is there. It's just, But anyway, he said, yeah, the politics part. Yeah, I feel you. But it's like, shit. Right now, we just having fun with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, no bars. I almost forgot.
About no bars.
Yeah. Yo, no bars. What up? You about to call in?
Yeah, I did.
Tell
GP to hit me on the face.
I got you.
That's you right there. Knowledge is controlling.
Yeah. Alright, so hold on, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get no bars in.
You should see.
I can just exit this out, though, right?
You can exit the Skype. And then on your
the
left,
recorder, leave it there, right?
Yeah, on the left, you should see
FaceTime.
FaceTime. No, I closed it out. So look on the
Look on the what?
Go to your top right.
Top right.
You'll see like a screen. Right here to search.
Okay.
Put FaceTime.
Okay. Yo, bear with me, everybody, real quick. I'm trying to just get no bars in.
You can click the FaceTime screen thing on the.
This?
No, right.
Yeah, right there.
Green. No, right there. The name.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. All right, just click it once though, and then look at right there. There you go.
Alright, yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us today, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. No bars, what's up?
Yo.
I can't see you. Okay, here we go.
I'm here, brother.
Here we go. What's good?
I'm here, brother.
What you thought about that, man? What you thought about the conversation, man?
No bars, what's
You gotta put your sound down.
Yeah. We get it good for you.
I can't see you. Okay, here.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback. No bars.
Good. I'm here, brother.
You gotta turn one of them down.
What you thought about the conversation?
Yeah, that was a long one, man. My man ARP can talk, boy.
Yeah, he long-winded.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear me good?
Yeah. Now I was getting feedback before.
Yeah, my man ARP can talk, boy, man. He answered them questions in depth, boy.
Nah, he did. He does.
He always do. That's why he's good.
Every question he didn't just give a quick.
It left no room for any debate. So I'm kind of actually a little more hyped for this battle. So I think they've known about this battle probably maybe since September or something like that. So they got a lot of time to prepare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still sticking by my
Hollow 3-0.
I'm supposed to say 3-0, man. The only round I see Math winning the first. I know Math gonna see this like, yo, who is this nigga, man? But yo, prove me wrong, brother.
Oh yeah, we should have closed out the live before we got it back in. Right?
Well, Z's knows balls. I know balls.
Yeah. But it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I had a chance. I was texting with Hollow and shit. I think I might be able to get him tonight. So you know what I mean?
That's great. That's great, man. That's great. That's great. That's great.
He probably pull up. You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
Because then it's gonna be interesting. I hit a map too, so I don't know. He ain't hit me back yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, either or. I mean, we got enough time for until the battle. But Hollow. And I like that he patched things up with Daylight. That's very good news, you know.
Oh
So
yeah.
if we get that Daylight versus Los battle, that'd be very, very, very good.
Millz, who you want to see Millz against? He said he asked that question too.
I'm good for right now, you know. But you know, I saw a couple names over there. You know, like I said, not for nothing. When I rewatched it yesterday, you know, Millz was a good sport though, man. He was up there. He wasn't really hating on Sean or anything like that. So you know, we'll see, man. You know, maybe he'll come back a little bit. You know, a little bit better, a little bit more polished.
Nah, man. So here after hearing that, you know what I'm saying, you still got the same shit. You know
I still got Hollow, but like I said, I'm a little bit more excited for the battle now. I'm a little bit more excited for the battle, and now I'm hearing a little bit more about the history and things, and like I say, how ARP set it up. So I'm a little bit more excited for that. You know, I'm not gonna hate that.
And how he reached out to Hollow first in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's smooth way to do it, man. Smooth way to do it.
He said about it was business.
He triple, quadrupled the whole shit though.
He said when business come first, I said okay, so they won't. They'll
put that back in the mouth.
They'll talk for money. You know what I'm saying? They'll definitely talk with his money. Really.
Yeah, and then he also said, like, you know, he said for 3, 4 more, 5 more times you pay, would you be willing to do that?
Of course.
Yeah, so of course. So it's like, yo, that's.
I didn't see Math and Hollow going down. So
I ain't see that going down at all. I'm not going.
Yeah, man.
Even though I felt like, it would be good to see them go bad, but it's like at the same time.
Hollow's not battling Math.
Yeah.
No way.
All right, man. But yo, man, you know, we might have to make up for not doing a live tomorrow, so we probably go live tonight if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
We get a couple of.
I still got a couple other people that I got ready to rock with us, but I'm just.
Y'all never know who now you're gonna pull out the hat. You know what I mean?
Nah, I missed some conversations, just to talk about certain things.
Piper Boy hit us up during the
Piper Boy Williams?
I don't know why, but he did. I kind of just.
Oh, yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Why is he calling when he knows?
Remember positivity,
that's
positivity, man.
Come on, man.
Probably like, yo, you know what I mean?
They're gonna stop my line. They're gonna open the phone. I guess he maybe thought he was gonna answer. We should have. And like, yo, nah, but we was on the phone here.
No.
Nah, that's not cool.
I mean, shit.
Like, yo, we got Piper Boy on the phone, Eric.
Listen, man.
No comment.
Mook still the GOAT. This narrative y'all new niggas trying
no
to put
bars.
is annoying as
Yo.
fuck. Trying to cheat the nigga
GOAT?
out of the clear dub just because of
He
hate.
said it's Mook the GOAT?
Mook. Yeah, because I know no bars fellas.
Nah, it was just a concept.
Oh no. Yeah, come on. Lux is the GOAT. And he not even here. He not even here right now, man. He not even on the planet right now. I know y'all saw him a couple weeks on Volume 3, but that wasn't even him.
But Mook beat Lux.
Hologram. That wasn't even him.
But Mook beat Lux. Badly.
Lux. God. I mean, Verb's gonna get that sacrifice. I know everybody's excited because, Verb beat Mook or whatever you think about that, but, it's gonna be a sacrifice.
No. The basically
Lux is gonna kill Verb.
The statement was the fuck out of here. Mook's still the GOAT. This narrative y'all new niggas trying to push, annoying as fuck. Tried to cheat the niggas out of the clear W just because of hate.
He's talking to you, no bars. He's talking to you.
Yo, Chosen spoke, man. I mean, if that's what you feel like, that Mook's the GOAT, so you saying that Mook beat Lux twice? Because I definitely got Lux winning in the store. And if you go back to watch that Total Slaughter whatever joint, the bars that Mook had was better than Lux. And he stole Hollow's whole angle about being simple but making it intricate. So what are we saying here, man?
Yeah, it worked though. How that angle worked though.
Yo, hold on, man. See, my man right here got it, man. Lucas, man, you really could. No Bars versus Millz, man. Tell General Mills to holler at me, man.
Nigga said no bars versus
Millz. Nah,
Millz.
fuck that.
Yo, Millz will fucking body you, nigga. I think you better put respect on my nigga Millz.
Yo, it's all right, yeah, let's go, man. You see, I even got knowledge is on Millz' side, man. Yo, I can definitely win a round versus Millz, man. 100%.
Big in my trouble or what, nigga?
You're bugging.
Nah, sorry.
We gotta go bars. Who you battling? Are we going no bars? What was his name?
That was Seymour G. Moore.
Yeah, we gotta pull up that battle and do a whole live
breakdown and shit.
2-1. Yeah, that was I didn't really like that battle, but I still got that one. I still pulled that one out the bag.
Nah, we still gotta get your matchup. But yo, salute to everybody rocking with us, man, right here on the live. Just wanted to give y'all the update.
Oh no, yo, Jay Biz, I'm saying Lux won both, man. What up, man? He definitely won the first one. And the second one, man, go back and listen to them bars, man.
The first
Hollow
one was super debatable.
battle versus Lux. He said, yo, you know, Lux takes some simple shit and make it sound intricate, and Mook did the same shit, except with a do-rag on.
Yeah.
I don't give points for that, man.
I ain't no fun. I still feel like Lux rap better. It just he just was more to the point.
Mook talk better. Mook talking
and then,
that
you know, he was more theatrical,
better.
I guess.
He projected better.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Lux.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing, knowledge. We talked about it the other day, bro. You know, there should be a part 3 on Smack.
Lux, he want that smoke too.
Yeah, I know he does. You know, Mook's probably, Mook's gonna lose that one, like clear. Lux is gonna make sure that, you know, 'cause that's gonna be the last one niggas remember. He gonna be like, fuck the store, fuck Total Slaughter,
Niggas
That's what I'm saying, man. Look at the chat, man. He's still high. I'm telling you, man. Go back and watch that battle, man. Like that. I had Lux beating Hollow, but I had, you know, beating him by a very small margin. You know what I mean? I like that angle that Hollow took about the simple and intricate. You know what I mean? Like I said, Mook took the same exact thing.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah, it's definitely have fun in this live right now, man. Dano said, "What about this Hitman battle? Y'all think is it going down?"
He said, "Please send me whatever he's smoking." Nah, man.
Nah, man. Nah, we definitely gonna try to go live again tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Wow. We done. We almost finished.
Look at that. Now let's try 3-0 the chat room, okay? Little mama 3-0 the chat room.
Yeah!
Alright.
Baby!
Yo, you said that's a very good comment, man. People who hate on it, but Lux versus Mook part 3 on it, Summer Madness here. It'll be crazy. It would be crazy.
Who you got? 3-0. Nah.
3-0.
Nah, but like I said, man, we gonna try to get down to the bottom of this, man. I definitely can't wait to have a conversation with Hollow or Math. That'll be lit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, you know what I mean? Stay tuned in. If y'all rocking tonight, maybe, you know, we definitely get one in. And, yeah, man, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have some questions, man. This shit's going to be lit. I'm going to get myself prepared, man.
Y'all hit the like one. Yo, can y'all hit the like one time?
Yeah, hit the like
one. What time Hollow say he's going to hit you up?
No, we got to check in.
We going to holler at him.
This is a stretch, so, you know, it's a stretch.
It depends, man. For the most part. Yeah, we good.
Yo, fans, we try to bring y'all different technology, man. You know what I mean? You know, people in the comfort of their own homes, and we still bring y'all the live. You know what I mean? The updates and all that. You know what I mean?
You can see No Bar's big head over here. Nah, man.
I banged the like button. Good luck, Lisa.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Lisa, good luck. Let's get it.
Boo, Robin, Ruby, boo,
thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. We like the energy. Diddy Bop, your daughter could me, Mills, and what? That's correct.
So your baby's super cute, Knowledge.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man.
Nobody want to see them generic Cherrick niggas battle again. Hey, yo,
nah,
niggas
appreciate
be
it.
Like crazy on Mook. Yeah, niggas be hating on Mook.
Nah, man, but yo, salute to ARP though, man.
No Bars said this 20-minute round was too long.
I mean, everybody.
And it didn't hit.
Yeah, everybody know that. Like I said, if he had made that 10 minutes and then, you know, consolidated the bars and just gave his bars, it would have been more effective. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like somebody in the chat said, you know, go back to 5 rounds, 3 minutes. Like, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. That could be cool, but the battle rap fans' attention span ain't that long. We getting bored off 3 rounders. So you know what I mean? And to have 7 battles or whatever on the card, it's gonna be a long extra night.
Half trash.
ARP said the last round of the Mook I mean, the Hollow and
Oh yeah, Math and Hollow's unlimited too.
So I was thinking about that. Like that's how unlimited.
Math can just go and talk to this nigga for 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that's cool. That's cool, man. But you know what? Neither one of them is gonna go 20 minutes, man. I'm telling you, like 6-7 minutes is a good. I'm telling you, that's where it is. You can put a nice good chunk of some bars in there. 6-7 minutes.
Math
That's good. That's a good comfortable time for people's attention span.
He got a lot to talk.
Like so, unless you go on every bar. Like
So
if
it's
you was
like
rum
5
nigga, you
minute
going for
rounds.
20 minutes.
Yeah, this shit about to be.
That would just be overkill. Like I said, because the niggas is just gonna be going too crazy. You gonna have to stop.
But you know what? ARP did it right. 4 battles for the day.
But it's really 8.
Yeah, that's
No,
good.
it's
That's
8,
good.
but
That's
it's like
good.
you
It's
get
the two-
you get them
that's
them
good.
No matter what
shits
kind you start
one
that one.
rounders.
And then it's the
And then it's
air out
4 battles.
The on-site battles.
Yeah, but that's like shit.
So yeah.
Shout out to any Jets fans out there, man. We about to go to overtime over here.
That's a 10-hour day.
Yeah. Nah, but shout out to everybody, man. I know, nigga said, they put, like you said, they probably gonna go 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It don't gotta be nothing crazy.
That's a good time, man. That's a good time.
But no bars, man. We definitely gonna talk, chop it up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
y'all stay tuned for that notification. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
notification is gonna let y'all know later when we go live. If we go live again, you know what I mean?
And I'm gonna be
We'll have
more
somebody-
active on
you know what I
Twitter.
mean?
So y'all can follow me on Nana's Guide. I'm gonna ask some questions. Bring up certain conversations. And yeah, man, just stay tuned in. Hip Hop is Real. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Yeah, man, make sure y'all comment, throw the likes up there and everything, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And we're gonna try to bring in some more content and keep this going, man. Let's go, man. We only getting started. So we signing out. No bars. Somewhere they can follow you, man.
Yes, sir, man. You hit me up on Twitter, man. No bars, man.
Hip-hop is
2 O's 2's. You can find me.
Hip Hop is Real
And don't
TV.
worry. I'm gonna be more active too on that Twitter account, that Hip Hop is Real account. Don't worry, man.
Nah, real talk. Let's get it.
I'm gonna bring all my love, man. Y'all call it hate and bring all my love to y'all, man. Don't worry, man.
All right, 100. You already know. Shout outs to y'all. Hip Hop is Real. 100.
Yes, sir.
Frogs, nigga.
Frogs.